The first time Adrian Wolf saw the photo, it stopped his billion-dollar world cold. The image was simple, almost cruel in its honesty, a small girl sitting on a city sidewalk, clutching a basket of oranges, eyes wide with a quiet kind of desperation that money could never fake. It was supposed to be just another viral post forwarded to his team for charity screening, something his assistant thought might interest the philanthropic image of Wolf Global. But the moment Adrian's eyes locked onto the child's face, his chest tightened. Not because she was poor. Not because she was begging. But because he knew that face. The shape of the eyes, the curve of the lips, the faint dimple on the left cheek, it was impossible. The child looked exactly like the woman he had lost 12 years ago, the woman he had pushed out of his life in pursuit of power, profit, and pride, Elena. His ex-wife. His heart pounded as memories flooded back, Elena laughing barefoot in their tiny first apartment, Elena crying the night he chose the company over her, Elena walking away without looking back when the divorce papers were signed. He had told himself she was weak, that she couldn't handle his ambition. Now here was a child, her child, sitting on cold stone, begging strangers for help because her mother was sick. Adrian read the caption again, hands trembling, she sells oranges every day to pay for her mother's medicine. Doctors say time is running out. The words blurred. For the first time in years, the billionaire CEO felt fear, not of markets crashing or deals failing, but of a truth he could no longer outrun. He ordered an immediate search. No press. No board approval. Just answers. Within hours, his security team located the street, the city, the neighborhood. Adrian didn't send money. He didn't send lawyers. He went himself. Dressed in a plain coat, standing among strangers who had no idea a titan of industry was beside them, he saw her, the little girl from the photo, exactly as captured, only smaller, more fragile in real life. She was counting coins with shaking fingers. When she looked up and met his eyes, something inside him broke. "Mister," she said softly, "do you want oranges?" "Please, my mom needs medicine." Her voice wasn't begging. It was hoping. Adrian knelt, ignoring the pain in his knees, and asked the question that terrified him most. "What's your mom's name?" The girl hesitated, then answered, "Elena." The world went silent. Adrian's breath caught as if the air itself refused to move. He wanted to ask 1,000 questions, but all that came out was, "Can you take me to her?" The girl studied him, uncertain, then nodded. The apartment was small, dim, and smelled faintly of antiseptic and citrus. On a thin bed by the window lay Elena, paler, thinner, but unmistakably her. When she opened her eyes and saw Adrian standing there, disbelief turned into pain. "You shouldn't be here," she whispered. Adrian tried to speak, but words failed him. All the apologies he had rehearsed in his mind over the years collapsed under the weight of reality. This wasn't about regret anymore. This was about responsibility. About a child who should have been safe. About a woman who should never have been alone. He learned the truth in fragments, how Elena had hidden the pregnancy, how she refused to ask him for help, how medical bills crushed her until her daughter took to the streets with a basket of oranges and a courage no child should need. Adrian wept openly, tears falling onto a floor worth less than his shoes, and in that moment, his billions meant nothing. He promised, not with contracts, not with headlines, but with presence. Elena received treatment at the best hospital, no press, no announcements. The girl never sold oranges again. Adrian didn't save them like a hero in a headline. He showed up. Every day. Learning how to be a father from scratch. Learning that success without love is just a louder kind of emptiness. Months later, another photo went viral, not of a poor girl begging, but of a smiling child holding her mother's hand, walking beside a man who no longer needed to be the richest person in the room to feel whole. And if this story moved you, even a little, remember this, behind every viral image is a real life, a real pain, and sometimes, a second chance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because these stories aren't just entertainment, they're reminders that compassion can change everything, and the next story might just change you too.